welcome back to my channel. Today I have a process video or tutorial video, whatever you want to call it, of a mini envelope flip book. I just made a very quick one that only has 2 pockets, just to give you an idea. I made this for one of my friends, and as you can see, when you open it up, it has 2 pockets because you're using an envelope. I attached some stickers, her notes on the back. I just decorated it real cute, just to give you kind of an idea of what a mini envelope flip book would look like. Just something small and simple, but for the next one that I'm going to make, I'm going to go into much more detail. This one I'm going to make a 5-pocket mini envelope flip book, and I'm going to walk you through the process of how you do this. These are a lot of fun, and let me tell you, they are much more simple than making a traditional, so to speak, flip book, where you use your 6x6 paper, and then you have to double side it on the back, and then you use washi tape to secure all of your pages, and then washi tape to secure your flips and make your pockets and things like that. With these envelopes, which I like the mini envelopes, your pockets are already made because of course it's an envelope, and you're just decorating the envelope, so some parts you're going to use, some parts you're not going to. They're much simpler and quick to put together, if that makes sense, and I like that they're mini. I don't know what it is, but I'm obsessed with like mini things right now. So instead of me rambling on and on and on, I'm going to walk you through this process of how you put this together. So let's get started making our 5-pocket mini envelope flip book. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get this part of your envelope covered. So when you use these 6x6 sheets, you're going to have some leftover. Like, see if I put it here, you're going to have some leftover. What you're going to use your leftover scrap pieces, so to speak, for is on the insides after you get the envelope flip book kind of together. But right now you need to put everything on these flat sides, the side that doesn't have the little flip to it. You need to cover those. So in order to do that, I'm just going to turn my papers off, which I have 5 pieces of paper already picked. I'm kind of doing a Halloween theme here. And then I'll use the scraps to intermingle on the insides. You'll see. So the first thing we need to do is trace out pretty much the size of the envelope on the back to give us a template here. And of course you could fussy cut all of this, but I prefer to just use my Handy Dandy cutter because, and then I know at least I'll get some straight lines in there. Still not good at cutting straight lines, guys. Still not good at this. So be sure to save your scraps because, like I said, you'll be using them on the inside. See? They will fit perfect on the inside here. They're not going to cover the whole thing, but I have ideas for some of that. Plus I'm going to use some washi. Plus you can also make a pocket on a pocket. So you can do a whole bunch of things with this, but make sure you save your scraps because you're going to need them for the insides of the flip book once you get it together. So I'm just going to set them off to the side. So what I'm going to do is just cut all of my little pieces of paper, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have all of the little pieces of paper cut to the size they need to be, and I have my scraps over here waiting, all I'm going to do is adhere a piece to every single back of an envelope. Then I will be ready to assemble the flip book. So now that I have all my envelopes have their ends on them, what you need to do is choose your front and your back, which I would really like this to be my front and this to be my back, and then I'll fill these in the middle. So what you're going to do is you're going to adhere them together. So you're going to slip the back into the front. So what you need to do is just put a little teeny tiny bit of some kind of glue on there. And believe me, you don't need a lot. You want these to be able to fold open like a book. You're just going to open it up and you're going to slide them into one another, but not too far, just to where the envelopes touch. Okay? And then there becomes your front and your back. Now I know that there's this little lippy part right here, but you do not want to do anything with this until the book, the flip book is made, because if you adhere this now, then the book is going to get full and it won't close right, because you have to give it some space there. So once the book is made and you know how full it's going to be, then you can like adhere this to this page. I'll show you how we're going to do that at the very end, but that is our very last step. And then from there you need to pick out your design, like how you want these pages to look as they're open. So I like that one to be like the first, second, and third, so you have the polka dots, you know, on opposite sides of each other. So again, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put a little bit of glue here, and then you're going to stick, I'll show you real quick how it goes before I put the glue in. This one little one right here keeps lifting up, so when they do that, it makes it a little bit harder. And you're going to do the same thing, and then see that page will close. And then I'm going to take this one, same thing. You're going to take this, and you're going to just stick it right behind that one to that point, and then that'll flip over. And the same thing with the last polka dot one. And then I will go back and I will glue those so that you can understand. Okay? See? So, this is what I'm talking about. So you can't adhere that yet. But this is the basics of it. So when you open it up, now we haven't decorated these parts yet, so, but there'll be decorations on here. So there becomes your flip book. And then see, here's a pocket. And then you're going to turn it. Here's a pocket. You're going to turn it. Here's a pocket. And then that'll be your back side. And that becomes your 5-pocket mini envelope flip book. Now I'm just going to take all these out and adhere them. Okay? So that becomes 2 pockets. And when you then when you flip it again, you have another pocket, and then again another pocket, and then again another pocket, and those become your pockets for your flip book. Plus you have all these flips. So the next thing to do is to decorate on the insides with your scraps, however you're going to want to do that. So, for instance, you know, you could take this one and lay it here, and then you could take one of these scraps down here, put it here. Like, you could do all kinds of things with this, but what I'm going to do is just get it basically laid down, but I'm only going to take it to as far as the scrap goes. So it'll go right about here, and then I'm going to use some washi tape to like fill in a little bit of the space, but you don't want it to go all the way to the tip because you're going to want to be able to put things in your pockets. So I'm just going to take a minute to adhere my scraps on the inside so that the mini envelope pocket letter looks complete, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so this is the tutorial for the mini envelope flip book. So I just wanted to show you, this is what it looks like when you open it. So here is your first pocket, and then you have a solid page. Now on these solid pages, if you wanted to take another scrap and put it here, you could make another pocket. You can do this versatile in so many different ways, but my personal opinion is because it already has 5 pockets, I feel that that's enough. So I'm going to use these like blank slates, so to speak, as to decoration and make the flip book really, really cute, because you have 5 of these pockets to fill as it is. But if you wanted to really overstuff these puppies, like I said, you could take another sheet of scrap paper, lay it this way, and then you can make yourself another pocket on these sides as well. And then when you flip the page again, you have a double, because it's your middle. You have a double pocket here. Then when you flip it again, you have one more on this side. And then again on your end, you have this side. Now at the end, now that you pretty much have the book together, and as you can see it's pretty much lined up, sometimes you get one that sticks out just a little bit further because of the way the crease is in the envelopes. It depends on if you get, like for instance, I use just cheapo little envelopes that I got from the DT. They're not the best of quality, and because of that sometimes they don't line up perfect because the paper isn't real strong. Better quality envelopes that you get, probably the more neat this will look, so to speak, but I really like the minis and they're hard to find. I get them at the DT. For this piece, this is optional. This is what you want to do with it. I personally prefer after the book is together because you can see sometimes you need that little extra room. I personally like to leave it just as it is and adhere it just like that. Now you could take some of your scrap paper and, you know, make a cover for this. Like this would be really cute if I took scrap paper from this side and made it the top of this, and then I adhere it to make it look like an envelope in the back. But I'm gonna leave mine blank like this as I adhere it because this is probably where I'm going to write my stuff, like made by Missy from PA. This is where I'll stamp handmade, my XOXO, and I like how that looks like an envelope so that you know that these, you know, this was made by envelopes. So this is all in how you want it. You also, if you prefer, you could leave this last little piece off. You know, your back piece, you could leave this off to the very end, put your book together, because guys, you can use 15 envelopes if you wanted to. I just chose 5 because I think 5 pockets is enough, but you can have 15 pocket mini envelope flip book if you wanted to. So you really need to leave this off so that you know how much you need. And then if you leave this last page off here, you could tuck this in and then glue this on top of it so you wouldn't see it at all. So there's many different ways that you can handle this. I personally like that look. I just do. And like I could put a little like button here with a big piece of raffia or whatever. You can even turn this around. You could actually make this your front and this your back. There's a million different ways that you guys can do this. This could be your front and it actually looks like an envelope, and you could put a little button there and a big piece of raffia, and then you can open it this way instead of opening it this way. So it's all in how you want. You can make it actually look like an envelope and then open it. So it's all in how you want to do it, but there's a million different ways to do this. My advice though is just to make to the very end to take care of this so that you don't adhere it to something and then your flip book won't close because it got too fat, so to speak. So now that I rambled on and on and on, the last thing to do is decorate this and make this look adorable. So I think what I'm going to do, because this is all in you, this was just a basic tutorial on how to make a mini envelope flip book. I think I'm just going to take the time to decorate this and make it all cutesy, and then I will show you the finished product when I am all done. So I'll be right back again. Okay guys, I am back and this is the finished project. As you can see, I'm going to hold this next to my hand to give you guys a reference on how small I'm talking. Like, this is a mini envelope flip book. I might look bigger on camera than it actually is. It's pretty small. I changed my mind, which is fantastic about these. I decided to make this the front page instead of this one. I actually kind of like the way that this looks, so I flipped it. I changed my mind, which is great when you making your own projects, because you could do that. So I'm just going to give you a quick flip now that it's finished what it looks like. This is the front page. I used the little envelope part. I left it kind of blank, just used some washi tape. I added a nice big button. I cut these out of my little Boo collection from Recollections. I added a little raffia bow up here, added some spiders, and I think the front looked really cute. And then when you open it up, this is the first page. I didn't fill all the pockets because I wanted you guys just to see what I did, but I wanted to show you, like, you know, you just fill the pockets. So simple. This is one of the easiest flip books ever. But like I said, you could actually make more pockets even on the decorated full page size if you wanted to. But my personal opinion is there's 5 pockets in this little teeny tiny flip book. I think that's enough. But you can fill these things with all kinds of stuff, and I think it's great. Such an easy way, really and truly, to make a flip book. So this is the first page. I did little kitties and bats. I think it turned out really, really cute. Then you turn the next page just like a book. And then I decorated this side all spiders, and then this side would be where you would put goodies, right, in this little pocket here. I love this. I really do. I think it turned out really cute. And then we turn the page again. And then this is your double, because this is the middle, so you have a pocket on this side, and then you have a pocket on this side. So we have 2 pockets. I think it turned out adorable. And then you flip it one more time, and then here is your last pocket. So that's 5 pockets total. I love how this turned out. I love the washi from the Dollar Tree. Surprise, surprise, right? I really do. I love it. So, and then that is the back. So here is my Handmade with Love, my XOXO, handmade by Missy from PA, and the date. And that is back to the front. So I am super happy with the way this turned out. I hope this little tutorial worked out great for you guys. I hope it was really easy to understand, because let me tell you, these are so easy to make. They take no time whatsoever. This takes me 10 times less time than it does to make a traditional flip book, let me tell you. No problem, and the pockets are already made there for you. I mean, how much easier can it get? And then of course you can change this up. You can get regular size envelopes and different colors, and however you guys want to do it. This is so versatile, but I absolutely love how this turned out. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys, for my mini envelope flip book tutorial, I guess we can call it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until the next video, guys, do what you love. Until then, you guys take care of you, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye!